me share the screen with you. Sorry, just a minute. Mm, Let me share the whole screen with you. Now I'll go to my main part here. Okay, now let us start our video. What if scenarios? What if tools? And goal check. Now we have seen the subtotal. Now let us how we can improve by the subtotal we have seen this part. And this part, what if scenario? We will understand what if scenarios and what if tools. Okay. Now this screen we have made beforehand. What is the meaning of what if scenarios? I have taken one example of principal, rate, and time period, and then another screen in the second part. What if tools is that is a multiple operations, something done with a multiple operation. Okay, means more than one operation can be performed here. In the second part, what if tools? Now let us go and um, go beyond that. Now now you can take any example for your understanding. I have taken very easy example of principal, rate, and time. See, the simple interest would be calculated by P into R into T by 100. The same formula is put here. Now, now all the formula is set. Now I'll select the range. I'll go to the tools part. Now I'll go to the scenario part. Okay. Now see here, name of the scenario. It will ask now here. Now, now let us say I'll give the name this one as S S S1. Okay, SC1. Now you can give any comment here also, and I'll click on OK. Now see, you will see that a borderline is created throughout the video, throughout this Excel part. Now the meaning of this is that one scenario is created here. A borderline is see, you can see the black border line. That black border line with the arrow mark shows that one scenario has been created for you. Now now you can change the value. Just change the value of the see. See, I want to know what is my simple intent is 10,000. Okay, now the simple address is changed automatically. Now again I'll select the range. Again I'll go to the scenario part. Now again now again I'll give the second name as SC2. Okay. Now let us see with the amount 10,000. Now again one more scenario is created. Now I'll change it to 500. Principal amount is changed to 500 and then simple interest is changed to 20. Again I'll select again I'll go to scenario part. Now again I'll take the SC3 scenario, third scenario. Now, if you want, you can change any color also. Okay, if you want to. Now, this is for 500 now. Now, what is happening? I'll click on OK, and then again for 500, three scenarios will be shown to me. See, if I click on the arrow, if I click on the arrow here down below arrow, what you see, then I will see that three scenarios are shown to me: SC1, SC2, and SC3. All the three scenarios are ready for me. See, whenever I'm clicking there, the scenarios are coming. So what is the scenario? What is the scenario doing? Whatever value, whatever value it is you keep, then it is going to the target amount. If I keep, for example, what is the meaning of a scenario? Means what will happen if I keep this value? What will happen if I keep that value? What will happen if I keep the third value? So this basically is done by the scenario. Okay. With the with the help of scenarios, we can create 3, 4 scenarios, and what will happen when we change the value, and what will be happening in the what change will come to the final answer. Okay, so time by time we can check also. So now this is the now this is the benefit of the scenario. Now come to the what if tools now. Now we'll understand the what if tools now. We have seen the scenarios. Now here we will see the what is the meaning of what if tools. Now if multiple operations are there, let us see what is the meaning of that. Now see in the scenario. Now in the scenario what was happening, we had only 2 or 3 values. But if more than 3, 4 values are there, then what will we do then in that case? In that case, with the help of what if tools, then we will use multiple operations. Now same formula I am putting, okay, so that you can understand with the same example. Okay, I have taken the now now you can see the result here. You can see the result here with the help of in the form of column input cell also and row input cell also. This result, which example I have taken here, where the simple interest is coming 800. This result you can see in the form of column input also and row input also. Okay. Now now this is happening in the what if tools. Okay, and that's why it is shown as a multiple operations. Now let us put some values. Let us say if the principal amount is 1200, 1400 and 1600. Okay. Let us say let us say the three principal amounts I am taking 1200, 1600. Okay. And in the same way, see if I take the input the example which I have shown you here, the example which I have shown here in that part column input cell. If 500 is the value is there, then it's becoming 20. If 1000 is there, then it's becoming 40. If 1500 is there, it's becoming 60. In the same way, the value here. So see one more column I'm taking in the right side. I'll go to multiple operation. Then I will then I will go to the multiple operation option. Then formula I will see. Now where is the formula? Where is the formula? The formula is where is the formula? The first part formula is in the simple interest cell where the simple interest is calculated. Okay, so I will click on that part. Okay, now now I'll set the cell address. Okay, I'll see again I'm seeing this part in the formula part. I'll go to the cell where the formula is created. That is 800 part. If I click on that cell, the cell address will be the cell address will come automatically in the formula box. Okay. Now I'll go to the row input cell. So I'll select the principal amount and I'll click on OK. Now if I just click on OK for 1200, whatever simple interest is there, it is coming automatically. This was column wise. This was column wise. Now if you want to row wise input, okay, if you want a row wise input, now you start putting here like 1200, 1400 in the row wise manner. Let us say 1800. Now if you select row wise, now go to the data part, go to the multiple operations, then formula will be same 800, and then see uh, now you want to use row input now. So I will click on that where where the now, see, I am using the row wise here now. Means I want to change the according to the my principal. I want to means the changing variable is which one? Principal amount. So I am taking now here row wise manner. So I'll click on that. I have ticked on that row wise. Now see how it is coming. For 1200 is coming below. For 1400 the simple is coming 56. For 1600 the is coming 54. So here on the below part horizontal in the horizontal manner the interest simple interest is coming according to the different principal amounts, and on the top which I have seen which I have shown 1200, 1400, 1600, all the different simple interest is coming in the column manner, column wise. So these two parts are these two types are there, you can say, in the multiple operation of what if tools. Okay, so what if tools and what if scenarios, I think the concept has been clear to you this part. Now, if you do the practical, children, by looking, see, if you do this part as a practical by your own by looking the videos, then you will understand more better, children. Okay, in this row wise and whatever column wise I have shown you. If you see that by your own, it will be more better. Now we will move to the goal seek part now. Now, what is goal seek? I have created here example here for understanding goal seek here. See, uh, the same type of example I'm using everywhere so that you can correlate and understand it, so that your mind is not mixed up, children. The principal rate and time and everywhere I'm calculating the simple interest only. Okay, now let us see the example. Now here, see, so same example I'm showing you. Now what is happening here? Now goal seek is a function which let us say if you want let us say if you want to, what is the goal seek? See, first of all, I'll explain what is the goal seek. See, goal seek is such a function which will help you to achieve the target. Let us say I want some target, I want some result beforehand. To achieve this result, what will I do? It is like that thing. Let us say I want to let us say I want the simple interest some value. So let us say 40, let us say 100. So for that 100, what will I have to do? What changes I have to do? This is called goal seeking. Means you are seeking some goal. You are seeking some goal. So so let us say I want to know. Let us say I want to know when I want to know simple interest coming 40 when the principal was 100. Now I want to know, let us say I make the simple interest as 500, then what will be the principal amount? So I will use the goal seek for that. Now listen carefully. For principal amount 1000, the simple interest is coming 40. Now, now if I see in the reverse order, let us say I want I want that simple interest is 500, then what will be the principal? In the reverse way, I think. The reverse way I'm thinking. Now what will happen? What will we do? We will go to the tool. I'll go to the goal seek. Then I will then the formula cell is here in B5. Okay. Then target value is which one? Target value is which one? I want to know about the I want to know about the simple interest should come 500. Now what is the variable cell? Where should the change? Where should the change come? See, formula is in B5. Then target value is 500, and then a variable cell. Which formula? Which cell should be changed? So, so that means variable cell will be principal amount of. See, I am telling you once again. I'm telling you once again this part carefully. See, listen, children. Now, before clicking on OK, see the formula cell. I'm talking about the formula cell. The formula cell is which one? The simple interest part, and the target value is which one? The target value is the target value is you want to achieve the simple interest is 500. So that is the target value. That cell address you will give, and then after that, variable cell, which cell will change? You are changing which cell? That is the principal amount cell. You will select that one and then click on OK, and this message will come. Okay. Now see, insert result 12,500 into the current cell. So he's giving the information. The computer is giving the information that you should take the principal amount 12,500 for taking the simple interest 500. If you want, means that if you want the goal of simple interest as 500, you have to take the principal amount as 12,500. Okay, this is the meaning of goal seek, children. Now now moving forward, this is the goal seek which depends on the which calculate your calculation according to your output beforehand. For the for, so different values you can check for any different value. I go to tool. Now if I make it 1000, now again I'll go to tool and I go to goal seek, then I will change again the formula cell. Now again I'll go to the target value, same way. The target value is now I want for 1000. See, now let us see. I want to change the rate of interest now. So I will change the. I will put the. Now in the variable cell. Now here. Now what is happening, children? Here I have put in the place of variable cell. Means I am trying to know here for the simple interest 500. For the simple interest 500 and for the principal amount 1000, what rate of interest I should take? So which is changing here? The variable cell is rate of interest here. In the same manner, if I click on OK, the target value is coming 50, 5050. Okay, so for 1000 rupees principal interest, if I take the rate of interest as 50, then the simple interest is coming 500. Okay, so so any variable you can take, anything you can calculate from here. Okay, whatever target value you take, any variable cell, you can change the principal amount also, you can change the rate of interest also, you can change the time period also. Okay, so whatever what input you want, in which variable you want, that is shown by goal seek. What input you want, what value you want, how much changes will take place to achieve some target. That is shown in the goal seek part. Okay. Okay. So this is a very small example I have given you. Okay. Any other example also you can take, any other formula also. Now you can take any other example also, children. So let us say I am running a company. Let us say I'm running a company. I want to know that this year my turnover was 1,000 crore. I want to increase to 2,000 crore. So with the help of GoalSeek, I'll find the target 2,000 crore to achieve. So what changes I'll do? So this is the meaning of the GoalSeek. Okay. So those calculation you can do with the help of this spreadsheet. Okay, this is a very good functionality, children. Now the last part. Now last part, solver. Last part is left with a solver. Solver also I have taken one example. Last part is left this solver. Solver also is example of principal, rate of interest, and time period. Principal here is see, rate of interest is 4, time period is 1. Now let us say target cell is here B7. Uh, Now what solver will do? Now principal amount is 0 here. Rate of interest is 4. Time period is a 1 year. Now a simple interest formula is there, PER into T by 100. Okay. Now here principal amount is 0. Now target value target value is B7. Okay. Because target value has formula. Okay. Value value may be a value or a cell. Okay. By changing cell means in this it is almost like a goal seek. I want to know it is almost like a goal seek. I want to know what principal amount I'll keep now. Now I'll go to tools. I'll click on solver. Then this window will be open. Now, like goal seek here, like goal seek, what was here? Like goal seek in goal seek, one single condition was there. Now here multiple conditions are there. Okay, in the solver multiple conditions are there. Now let us say my target cell is B7. See, optimize result to maximum, or and then if you keep it value off, then you can put any value. Let us say 500. I want output of 500. Okay. Now now I'll keep the value 500 that side. See, by change. Now now here what I have done, I have taken a value of 500. I clicked on the ready button value of, and by changing cell I have done by changing cell. Just a minute, children. Just a minute. Just a minute. Now I have taken in the value of 500 because I want the target as 500 now. Now after that, after that, see, I'll click on solver, and if you click on the result, then the value will be changed according to the solver option. So now it is looking same to you, children, but for the goal seek only 3 cells are shown to you. See, only formula, and in this part you want to change the target value. Now in the solver, what is happening? See, in the formula, where is the formula maximum minimum value, and what you want to, by which cell you want to change, and whatever condition of many conditions you can keep in the solver. So in the solver, many conditions are there. Okay, children. In the solver part, many conditions are there. So this is the difference between a solver and the goal seek. Now let me stop the recording here, because almost we have completed the part. Now just let me stop the recording, then I will have a talk with you. Just let me stop the recording. Okay, now my recording is stopped. Okay, children, and just a minute.